We are the Braxtons and you'll see it. We are nothing like it. We're nothing like your ordinary family. Tony, Tracy, to wonder. Timma and the takes everything I feel. I'm breaking and relief.
Yeah. Just instruction. All right, Cici, we are ready for you.
Okay. Ooh, let's have a fun time. Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for this?
I am.
It's about you, not me.
Thank you for doing this with me.
Of course.
Yep. Am I good?
I know that's right.
Oh, got me a drink.
A cocktail.
Oh, hallelujah. Whew.
What's up, everybody? It's your best friend, Tre'Varis, also known as the ghetto journalist of Atlanta. Some of you may also know me as one of Atlanta's talented drag queens, Princess Carter. And I have the honor and the privilege to sit down with my friend, my sister, the one and only super talented Cici Nicole. Hey, girl.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
How are you feeling today?
Optimistic.
Okay, meaning?
I'm just excited for the future.
Okay.
I have a lot of things in work.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just excited.
How's your mental health today?
Oh, today is good.
Okay.
Today is good. We take the wins when we can.
Listen.
So
I'm here
today
for
is really good.
Okay. So you ready to get some questions?
Yes, let's get.
Do I have any
things.
limits?
You know what? I know you. So can we have a tissue on standby?
Okay.
You know I am a crier.
Yes. But we're gonna get into the thing.
Let's get into some things.
Of the
You know
thing.
that's what this is for.
Okay.
Let's dive right on in.
Okay. So first off, why are we doing this interview? What do you want? What do you want people to take away from this?
I think what's amazing about musicians and artists and what fans fall in love with our artists is that they get to know them, right? You get to know them through your music. You get to know them through interviews. You get to know them through just different facets of life. And that is shown through the media, right? And so this is my introduction. It's my first album. And I think this sit down was super important because it was like my way of me saying, this is my baby, and now this is me. I'm showing you who I am. I'm telling you who I am from word of mouth, and I get to share some things about myself that people don't know, some things about the album, and it's a very personal album, so I thought this would be very important to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, you have been performing for a long time, like as a teenager.
Yeah.
You were a professional dancer first, correct?
I was in theater first.
Okay.
So dancing, singing, and acting.
Okay.
I started all three at the same time.
Okay.
Probably around when I was like 5. And that's when I started. And then I became a backup dancer for certain artists. And
What was your first major gig
oh,
that you remember?
my first major gig. See, it's hard to talk about that because that was pre-transition.
Okay.
Right?
But so do you
I
feel
kind
like
of don't even acknowledge them.
Why not?
I don't know. I think my first major gig was India Skandrick.
Okay.
She's a child star from Disney Channel. I think that was my first major gig.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before I ask my next question, I kind of gotta circle back now. Why do you, I guess, forget or dismiss things pre-transition? Because I feel like transition or not, certain life moments still build character and who you are today, if that makes any sense.
It does. I I don't like to. I acknowledge it on my own.
Okay.
People always ask me because I've done film as a kid and some very notable stuff when I was a child, and I never bring it up, right? And they're always like, "Why you never talk about that stuff?" And I'm like, "Cause I just don't want people to go and research and look up things and be like finding out who I was." But and I think it not that it distorts who I am now. I just like the focus to be on Sierra and Cici, and not my past life, And there's a lot of trauma there, a lot of darkness there.
Okay.
I was on Showtime at the Apollo
Okay.
as a kid, which should have been one of the happiest moments of my life. That was a very dark point in my life. And
Was it because of that opportunity or just your own life?
both.
Okay.
A
Okay.
lot of things that happened to me through that. So yeah.
I remember in one of our personal conversations, you were saying that you were dancing for an artist. I don't remember the artist, but you were, in a sense, outed. And so that ended, essentially kind of ended your professional dancing career for a little bit. Can you talk about that?
I was dancing for an artist that was on a very huge reality TV show.
Okay.
And she was on tour with another huge artist. I would not name.
Okay.
And I was dancing. I was choreographing for her.
Okay.
And
How old were you?
I was in my 20s.
Okay.
This probably like yeah, let's not do dates.
Right.
Let me get some things. I was in my 20s, and I was working as a choreographer, and then I met the bigger artist,
Okay.
who wanted to bring me on as well. And then the next day, plans changed. One of the men that worked closely with that artist was trying to hit on me.
Okay.
And I'm very like closed off when it comes to professional, right? Like it's I don't know you personally. If I don't know you personally before, I'm not gonna. There's no. You're not. I try to keep it professional.
Right.
And me being a Black trans woman and the stigma with Black trans women already, being so sexualized, I also furthermore keep this very much so professional thing going on. And so I kind of let him down.
Okay.
And easy. I was like, I thought it was all cool,
Right.
He still flirted with me out there. He didn't care about my boundaries that I had set. And then the next day I was told from the female artist that they were going in a different direction.
Wow.
Still use my choreography though. So much not of a different direction. But where are they now?
All right. So what was there during your transition, was there a period of I'm just gay? Or was it just like full on I've been knew I'm a woman. Like I knew this. Like or was it and also was that transition period for the safety of like your family being able to adjust? Or was this 100% all you?
It was all me.
Okay.
So I always say I came out twice. I came out gay when I was 12, and I already knew I wanted to be trans.
Okay.
I just used that as a blanket because I thought,
How the boys say they bi, but they're not bi, they gay.
yeah, I didn't understand. I mean, everybody knew who I was, and I haven't changed. The same feminine girl. I've always been that. I've never been like some masculine little boy or whatever. It's just the same person. So when I came out as gay, people questioned if I wanted to be a girl, and I would dodge those questions,
Gotcha.
And then when I came out as 15 as trans, it was kind of like, okay, girl, we already knew that was coming.
Were there any trans women that you, in a sense, identify with at the time or anything? Like
I didn't understand
Okay.
what I was going through.
Okay.
I looked at cis women, biological women, my mom, different celebrities, Beyonce, Sierra, Brandy were my favorite. Those are the women I kind of like modeled myself after.
Gotcha.
Janet, you know, and so I think that also played a part in my artistry as well, and
Okay.
how I dance and how I move and etc. Those are women I watched, and then later on, I was working at this club called Scores, I think it was. That was the first time I worked at a bar underage.
Okay.
I was probably 16 at the time, and I just got let go with my management. I was dancing and working at the Tupac Amaru Shakur Center for the Arts.
Okay.
Um, and I performed there for the first time. Um, and Raquel Lord was the first trans woman I had like really come in contact with, and I just fell in love. And I was just like, that's me.
Okay.
I was like, that's what I want to be. And I didn't know she was trans at
Right.
first. I asked, that's a funny story. I asked, oh my God, I should not tell this. Miss Sophia, I was like, Miss Sophia, is that a man? And she screamed out loud,
Oh,
Raquel!
right. Miss Sophia.
She asked if you was a man. I was like, wait a minute. And I'm young, so I'm like,
Do not
what the hell?
whisper
No, you
anything
cannot.
Miss Sophia,
No.
She's gonna get the answer out
Yeah,
loud
it
in
was
front of
so
everybody.
funny looking back on it, but yeah.
Okay. So what then was your, I guess, your second coming out story, the official coming out story? What was that like? Who did you have that conversation
My
with first?
mom.
Okay. And
My
how
mom
did
is
that
my
go?
best friend.
Okay.
So even to this day, she learns mostly everything about me first.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I told her, and she was just like, she knew it was coming. And I tried to hide it from my dad, my biological father. So
Yeah.
I always say my father is my biological father, and my dad is my stepfather,
Okay.
who passed in 2021.
Gotcha.
He's the one who raised me. And
Gotcha.
He's been there since the beginning and through the end.
Right.
And my father found out through my mother's mother, so
Okay.
my grandmother on my mom's side.
Okay.
And I never wanted to tell him. I was very terrified to
Why
tell
not?
him.
I mean, why?
I come from a Christian background. My grandfather was a bishop. My dad was very notable in church, deacon, all of those things. So like, yeah, I was terrified of what he would say.
And what was
And
the response?
it was just as I thought it would be.
Okay.
And it kind of disowned me. We still don't talk to this day. He's called me every name in the book other than a child of God. And this is the man I learned God from,
Right.
you know, and for him to turn his back on me, I don't think that was very godly.
What advice would you give to somebody else who wants to come out but is afraid to? Specifically trans.
Think about resources first.
Okay.
You know, I was blessed to have a great mom who was like super supportive,
Yeah.
super hands-on, did not let me get swallowed up by society and the world outside, right? And I think that's what kept me grounded. That's what kept me off the streets. That's what kept me out of sex work, no judgment, you know. That's what kept me out of those things at a young age. I think young trans girls, because society is in a place where parents don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're still not comfortable with that. They'll still disown you, you know. I think to make sure you have resources and help and community and support before doing it, just so you have a backup plan. Yeah.
I do know, and you just touched on this, I do know that there is a, I guess the word is, I guess, stereotype that a lot of trans women automatically end up in sex work. Automatically.
Yeah.
So that's not your story.
No, it's not my story. No.
Okay.
And
have you ever been approached in that way? Or?
I have.
Okay.
The story of my life. You know, even with dating, I'm like, you get on Tinder and you're like, they ask what you do for a living, and you're like, oh, I'm an entertainer, and they're like, oh, you're a stripper? No. Oh, you do sex work? No. Like, no, those not the things I do.
Right.
Or you get hit with a message about like, I don't pay for nothing.
Right.
And I'm like, I didn't ask for you to pay for nothing. If anything,
Right.
I would be paying for you to. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But no.
So I guess that leads me to ask, what do you think it's because you had a supportive family that you didn't have to venture? It seems like
No,
that's everybody's only way out. It almost
no.
seems like.
I think I was very sure of myself
Okay.
before stepping into or announcing to my mom I was trans. I was very intelligent, very unsure of myself as a kid, right? Um, and I worked in the industry as a kid. So I kind of grew up a little faster
Okay.
than most children. And so I was like very sure of that and knew who I wanted, what I wanted out of life, knew who I wanted to be. And because I was in the arts already, I didn't think about nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know how to do anything else.
What came first talent wise? As far as like
Dancing.
dancing came 1st. So when did you feel like I want to sing or I want to rap or like
Kind of or singing kind of at the same time.
Okay.
I would say both.
but you stepped into dancing, like you physically stepped into that craft first.
Kind of all at the same time.
Okay.
If you're saying like what I was taught and what I gravitated to, all three actually.
Okay.
Definitely more so music, singing and dancing is my first love. And so I remember this memory. I don't know if some y'all have these memories where y'all like as a baby, as a kid, and you like it's like a flash of memory. I remember me and my stepfather in the car. My mom was in the food stamp place. I don't know why. That's the thing. Social worker.
Right.
But she was inside of the office, and we were sitting out in our van, this blue van, and I had to be like maybe like 1 or 2 years old. But this memory comes to me, and I remember hearing Michael Jackson on the cassette tape. My stepfather had a cassette tape, and on side A was nothing but Michael Jackson. Side B was nothing but Tupac.
Oh, wow.
So those are two artists that I like heard first. That was the music I fell in love with first.
Gotcha.
And so singing and rapping,
Right.
which is
Gotcha.
coincidental, but it was Remember the Time. And I was born in 93, so Remember the Time came out in 92, I think.
Yeah.
And that song just still to this day gives me chills. That was the start of
Gotcha.
the rest of my life as a musician.
Were your parents like
No.
musically based, or it was more so introducing you to music?
No, my mom was a singer.
Okay.
But other than that, I didn't come from a music background other than the Tupac family. They really took me in.
Gotcha.
Cici Shakur, I love her today.
Okay.
That's Tupac's sister. She was like a godmother to me. She's been there for me most of my life. Afina Shakur, who helped me put me through college.
Oh, wow.
You know, I owe a lot to that family.
Yeah.
Janella Cooper, who was Sierra's first choreographer, and these are the people who, outside of my family, raised me and showed me the ropes and got me into all of the things.
Okay. So a big chunk, at least for as long as I've known you, a big chunk of your life has been, and there's so many different titles of it, but you played in the world of drag,
Yes.
showgirl,
Yes.
Celebrity illusionist, all of that.
Yes.
How did that get started?
Yeah. At Sexual Shakur
Okay.
actually put me in drag.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't a drag queen.
Right.
She did my makeup. She
Oh, wow.
put on me a little outfit.
And that was it.
And that was it. That's where I wanted to be, who I wanted to be. And she was supportive.
Okay.
And my mom was supportive of her doing that. And yep, Scores was the first place I performed at. And then it was Marquette.
Okay.
And then from Marquette, it was my sister's room.
Oh, wow.
Those are the places.
He was outside.
16,
How old were you?
17, 16.
So you were illegally in these clubs? I mean, it's 10 years now, so they good.
They can't do nothing about it.
Right.
But yep,
Okay.
15, next year will be 16 years. On my birthday is when my first drag performance.
Do you think that performing in that art field helped you to, I guess almost like artist development in a sense?
Well, I already went through artist
but I'm
development.
saying like, but also I do believe that
But yes,
it's more training. in
I
a sense.
do. This is like one of the hardest businesses to, I think, maintain. You know, strenuous on your body. It is a lot of things you're self-taught. You know, drag performers are tough, man. We deal with a lot. We go through a lot.
Real ghetto.
We we innovated things, makeup, all of these things that multiple cultures are now taking from things that we did to contour and hide things or etc. Now Beyonce is wearing undergarments to hide things
Right.
and accentuate her body as she if she was a drag queen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which
Technically.
she's a but
Let's
she
be
do
honest.
that and
Yeah.
she got that from our culture.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think that's something to be said. So yeah, I definitely you know, learning from the greats. And Raquel took my makeup the first day and dumped it out.
Oh.
You know, like she was like, this store-bought CVS shit gotta go. You know,
But now, listen, store-bought mascara be it.
yeah,
Now, I don't know about
now,
that.
okay. But back then, no,
Right.
I was a little cakey and mess.
And you did like pageants and all of that.
I did pageants, yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna go down there.
Oh, we not going. I'm just like very just like. It was, so when did you were professionally dancing, and at 20? So drag was technically almost like in your adult years a little bit first, before like
No.
professionally your big gigs.
No, my big gigs were first. My dance profession came first. I was dancing as a young teen.
Right, but I'm saying
before I
like-
even transitioned.
But so because we're forgetting about the transition. So we're forgetting about the pre-transition.
Right,
So I'm saying like once you transitioned, what came first?
dance.
Dance was
Still,
first, and then a little bit of drag, and then we went right back into.
Yeah, because I was doing when I first started transitioning. I was still in off-Broadway plays.
Yeah.
I went back to Showtime at the Apollo.
Okay.
I was doing a lot of things. I had an album out when I was 13. So that was pre-transition. But yeah, so yeah, it was yeah.
Describe Cici Nicole in 5 words.
Ooh. Oh, shy.
Okay.
Oh, Cici or Sierra.
Okay. So what's the difference?
Okay, I'll do Cici.
Okay. Well, no. Before we even, what
Because
is the difference?
Well, Sierra is me.
Okay.
That's not the
Off
artist.
stage.
That's
Okay.
me.
Okay.
So Cici Nicole would be fierce, confident,
Okay.
showstopper, resilient, and dynamite. I'm just like, yeah, you know, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So then, who is Sierra?
Oh, Sierra is shy,
Okay.
very caring, sensitive,
Okay.
intelligent, and motherly.
Okay.
Yeah.
In artistry and entertainment, I think we all have a little bit of Delulu within us. Do you
We
think
do.
that there's a bit of a Delulu within Cici?
No.
Okay.
Everything I think I am.
You are.
Mm-hmm.
Sickening. That could be delusion.
And sometimes the Delulu is me not thinking I am who I am. A lot of times I think less of myself than what other people. Other people have put me on a pedestal and look at me as this.
Uh-huh.
And
don't feel that
I
way.
don't always feel that.
I don't think that's delusion. I think that's the difference between delusion
Doubt.
and like confidence and self-esteem.
Yeah.
And delusion.
Yeah.
Because I feel like delusion could be the thing where everything you think you are, but if you're not.
Yeah.
Not saying that you're not. I'm just
Yeah.
saying like that's where the delusion could like,
Yeah.
you know, we all.
Yeah.
Can't tell none of us that we're not Beyonce. But we comparing chicks.
Comparing checks, I know I'm not Beyonce.
Okay, so musically, who are some of your biggest influences?
Oh, that's easy.
Okay.
Michael Jackson,
Okay.
Sierra, Brandy,
Okay.
Beyonce,
Okay.
Toni Braxton, and Janet Jackson.
Okay.
Usher,
Okay. And are you from Atlanta?
Tevin Campbell,
You from Atlanta?
Justin. Yes, I'm born and raised.
Justin who?
Jesse Powell.
Oh, Jesse Powell. I was about to Justin Bieber. I was like, grow up. Okay.
No.
So you're born and raised. in
Born and
Georgia.
raised, Grady baby.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
What? Wait 1 minute
My
now.
daddy told me that you can't even sit on the floor and Grady because you might catch something.
Now wait a minute now. He tried it. Grady used to be the best hospital in Atlanta.
I think it still is for like trauma. Like they still have like the number one.
Now, back then it was see. Yeah, but
Back
they was
then.
delivering babies out. Right.
To other Black trans artists getting started, what advice do you have for them?
Ooh. Just do it.
Okay.
Just do it. I have a lot of doubt because community and society hasn't given me much faith or confidence into believing that I could be on a level as Kim Petras or Lil Nas or whatever. You know what I mean? Because they shun trans women, especially Black trans women. And we don't get the support and love that we're deserved.
Okay.
Especially because we are creating the trends and we are pushing the boundaries. And we don't get those things. We don't get those claps that the other girls do. But yeah, just do it. Do it. Fuck what anybody got to say. Don't listen to nobody knows. Do it until you perfected it.
Yeah.
And keep doing it. Keep putting out music. I always said people would tell me, slow down. Stop putting out so much music.
Yeah.
Just put out one song a year. Focus on that song. No. Then how am I growing? How am I learning? How am I trying to figure out what the people like from me? Okay, because they might not like this from me.
Gotcha.
And I put it out there for an experience. Let me put this out there for an Work the Body was the first one that was culturally, I feel like, all my fan base loved it. You know what I mean? They were like, bitch, this work.
Right.
You know,
Right.
everybody loved that. And I think that was like,
So, which
Tell
leads
me.
to my next question. Glad you said that. Technically as a new artist, like a new, because even though I do believe that like it doesn't matter how big our resumes are, when you step into something and commit to that thing, it makes you a new artist. I think like Victoria Monet has been in the industry for a long time, but now she's considered a new artist. Same thing with Money Long and other people. But as a new artist, usually most artists only give us 4 or 5 songs to introduce themselves.
I did that already.
You have chosen, now that we know Cici Nicole in this era of her life, I feel like you are a new artist.
Okay.
I think so. It's musically. Like you've put out music for a long time.
Yeah.
You put out singles, you put out videos, but like a full body of work, this is like your first official one that like we're taking you serious, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
And so usually we only get a cute little small little 4 or 5 songs. You're giving us 16.
16.
Why? Well, why so many? Or why like
I recorded like 30 songs for this album already. And I'm still recording.
Okay.
So it might be a deluxe. 16
Okay.
more.
Okay.
No, I recorded a lot of music.
Okay.
And this album was originally named Black Nostalgia.
Okay.
And because all the music sounds so nostalgic, and it gives you this memory of something, even though the songs are completely new.
Okay.
Most of the songs are completely produced by me, new beats, new sound.
Okay.
But I did it in a way where I wanted people to listen to the music, feel like they've heard it before, or feel like this gives them a feeling of 2008.
Okay.
This gives them a feeling of 1999.
Gotcha.
You know, that was the purpose behind the album. And with that, yeah, I'm going to give you 16 songs.
Okay.
Most of the songs are 4 minutes long.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to break this stereotype that, you know, I think this whole, our attention span is only 2 minutes long, you know.
Yeah.
I hate that. So we have to break that if we want to change that. Yeah.
Why did we change the title? And what is the new title?
The new title is Mosaic. I changed the title because I named it Black Nostalgia, and then I got this Latin song. I heard this Latin beat, and I was like, "Oh, this sounds very J-Lo."
Okay.
And it's called Esta Noche. It's the second track on the album, and I'm so in love with this song. And so I started to say, well, if I say Black Nostalgia, then I'm condensing myself to only Black music. And that's not the only music that has impacted my life as a musician. And that's what this album is about. So I called it Mosaic because it has so many different sounds, so many different genres meshing together. And that was very important for me. And so, yeah, Mosaic, just different colors, different facets, making up one body of work.
Okay. So, over I've had this conversation with you before, but these people have not had this
Okay.
conversation with you before. Over the last several years, it seems that your fan base seems to be predominantly white.
What?
Hold on. You've dated white. You
Oh, you getting into some things.
several white gay children for straight people mentees. Some would even say that you're trying to be white or using or gaining your success from white people. Some may even call you a traitor or that you are not really true to
Oh,
blackness.
you are getting into some
So,
things.
I mean, we're here
Oh,
and the meter is still running outside. So, what do you have to say to that? Like, where are you?
I'm gonna need another one.
Have
I'm
black
gonna need another
people,
one. I need some Spanish. Please do me.
have black people scarred you? Have black people ruined you? What's your and not and now I will be very clear that I don't have an issue with, multiple races. I don't that's not but just like is why does it feel or look as if you are surrounded by less of your own people? Is that a thing from being burned or
I think that has more to do with my people than me.
okay.
I haven't ran away from my people.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't think that has anything to do with me. I think most of my friends are black.
Okay.
I mean, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Literally, most of my friends are black. I work with nothing but black girls. I'm always giving black girls opportunities. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I think my ex-fiance was a white man.
Okay.
First white man I've ever been in a relationship with, by the way.
Okay.
And that was what we got together in 2021. And so, yeah, I genuinely don't know where that came from. I haven't ran away from, I love black love. I would love to be married to a black man. I would love to love on a black man. I think I look at black men as kings. And so, yeah, I don't know. I do work in a predominantly white space.
But do you think
But that's to say the least, because I mean, I work at Blake's 10, Eagle.
Yeah.
Those black people are in there just as much as white people, or Latin people or Asian people. I think that's such a narrow-minded thing to
or
reduce
even
me
down to
as.
say and once again this is just this ain't me. Let me be very clear. Do you think it's black people tend to stereotype you because of your job or where you are in a sense? Like, because a lot of
think
people will say,
so.
like, you don't ever perform at Black Pride, but you always at the official Atlanta Gay Pride. Stop calling it White Pride.
But I performed at Black Pride every year except for this year.
Okay.
I've performed at every Black Pride
Okay.
except for this year.
Gotcha.
Literally, this year, last year too.
Okay.
So for 2 years,
Yeah.
I haven't performed there, but every other one I
So it almost
performed
feels
at.
like people can dismiss what you've already done and go look at kind of where you are now.
Yeah, I mean, because you got people who are just learning about me.
Yeah.
I've been in this business for now almost 16 years.
Right.
So I've done the things, and sometimes you get tired of doing the things.
Right.
And guess what? I go where the money is. Okay.
Hello.
So, and I think that's also a thing. It's like, I'm going to go where I'm being paid what I'm worth.
Yeah.
Whether that's a black place, a white place, or whatever. I am going to be paid what I am worth.
Yeah.
I am one of the best performers in the city. I want to get paid like it.
Okay. Now, is that confidence or delusion?
That's confidence.
Sickening. I just wanted to ask.
That's the no.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to ask. So
This ain't get out. This ain't get out, baby. See, I love being black. Okay, if there's one thing people know about me, people just unfollowed me because of the things that I was saying about the election. Like, I am so pro-black.
Right.
That's why I just don't understand where that comes from. Like, I am so pro-black, and I surround myself, even the white people around me that I surround myself with are not that of people who are racists or only hang out with white people, and I'm like the token. I'm not the token black person in any of my groups.
Gotcha.
Let's just let that be known. So yeah.
You did speak about having a white fiance. How are men in your life? How are men? Oh, I'm sorry, ex-fiance, which means that didn't work out. So, how is it going for you as far as men or dating? Because I mean, you could be a lesbian. Who knows?
Do me. um. um. I have very strong emotions about
Okay.
a person.
Okay. Oh, right now.
Mm-hmm.
So there's someone you're engaging with right now, entertaining right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm still single though.
I never said you were. You're entertaining somebody. Sickening. Okay.
But I'm
But
single.
outside of that, honestly, how has it been with you and men? Like as a trans woman, like is that easy for you or?
No, it's been tough
Okay.
from the start. Like I was 17, I was in a very abusive relationship with a 24-year-old. And we were together
Jail.
for 2 years. Jail. And I knew him since I was 15.
Oh wow.
He was a choreographer for
People.
an artist that I danced for.
Okay.
And kind of groomed me a little bit. And then my next relationships after that was like a little whatever because I was coming out of that abusive situation. So I was like not wanting to be in a relationship. And then I got with my ex, Alonzo, Japan, God rest his soul. I got with Japan. We were together for 5 years. And that's when my son, Dewan, came along.
Gotcha.
He came into my life, and Japan was like a father figure to him.
Gotcha.
Japan remained in my life. He's black, by the way. He is black. Okay. And then after that, I was with another guy who very mentally unstable, transitioned after our relationship.
Okay.
He is now she.
Okay. Sickening. Hey, girl.
and so then after that, that was a 2-year relationship. After that, I moved to California.
Gotcha.
And I was single for 2 years. And then I came back and then I got with my ex-fiance.
Okay.
And I've been single since.
Do you think that your previous relationships didn't work because of how your father treated you in your transition? Like, were you ever looking for that validation or approval, and it didn't matter how they acted? It was more so like,
Not that, no. I don't never need a man to approve me.
okay,
I'll never need that.
Okay.
If anything, I'm so sure of who I am. I never need that validation from a man. However, I do wish I had.
what do you need from a man?
I wish I had my dad's advice.
Okay.
My
On
dad
how to
is
be treated.
My dad is a. I can't believe I'm about to say this. He's DL. But ooh.
Oh,
Only one more.
oh, okay. So
I
like,
wish-
is he still now DL? Well, technically.
He's been engaged.
Oh, y'all don't talk
No, we don't talk.
at all.
But I've seen him in gay bars.
Oh, he's been to some
Work
of your
hard.
shows.
No.
Oh,
But
you
he-
just seen him. You bumped into him.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately.
Oh.
He act like I.
And so
I
y'all,
didn't.
haven't had that conversation. So do you think that that is because?
No, I knew about it.
Well, no, I'm saying.
My mom broke up with him before I was born.
Okay.
Because she caught him with me.
Oh.
So this
okay.
was something for years been happening.
Okay. So that is also why you have a deeper connection with your stepfather, because he was the one that was like.
He's been
in
here
your
since I was
life.
born. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
He was in the hospital with my mom.
Sickening.
They had a relationship before my dad and my
Okay.
mom, and then they got back together
Gotcha.
when they broke up while she was
Okay.
still pregnant with me. So he's been there since day one.
So this could be a thing of like, your dad has a hard time adjusting to the
Fuck
fact that
him.
you're living in your truth. My God, I didn't say that, she did. Okay. Okay.
And if he sees this, fuck you.
Okay.
Fuck you.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
You know, I do. Listen, this is the thing.
Mhm.
The best thing my dad gave me,
It was like,
no,
oh, okay.
the best thing he gave me was my love for God.
Okay.
It's the best thing he gave me to teach me the word of God.
Mhm.
That was the best thing he gave me. I learned a lot through that. Now, I do not believe or trust everything that I read
Mhm.
or everything that's in the Bible,
Mhm.
you know, that was written by man,
Yeah.
right? That can be interpreted as so many different things. But my spirituality
Mhm.
was the best thing he was introduced me to. It
Okay.
was the best thing he could do for me. Because it was the very thing that kept me alive when he abandoned me.
Um, what do you need from a man as far as when it comes to dating or, a future with a partner? And by need, I don't mean like you're desperate for something, but just these are things that help.
Security.
Okay.
I like security, love, attention, affection. Um, um, I don't know.
What does a perfect date look like for you?
A perfect date?
Yes. Or I don't say perfect, but a
Ooh,
good date. What is a good date? Like somebody actually on a date, what would that look like for you?
I'm so simple. So a perfect date for me would just be like somewhere where we can go and engage with each other and do fun things and like something adventurous, an escape room or stuff like that where we can like be involved with each other, still talk, but interact. You get to learn a lot about a person when you're playing games and you're competing in fun ways. So yeah, I think that's
The best date I went on was with you and Lala. We had
Oh,
went to
that
go
was
in a
fun.
corral and we had
Yeah.
buttered that bread.
Yeah. And we was under there for all of 30 minutes.
No. Some of us were there for an hour.
Okay.
Some of us were late.
I am,
Even though they live 7 minutes from said location.
mind you, I told y'all to come out there for me.
We drove an
So I didn't have
hour
to-
in Atlanta traffic. And the one person we came to see was late. So
Okay.
therefore, when you invite Cici somewhere, make sure you give her a different time so that she will actually be on time, thinking that she late. You're welcome.
Yeah, but now I'm kidding.
Speaking of men, you've had several important men in your life pass away.
Mm.
How does that affect your, I guess, relationship with men now? Like the people that, I guess, because at least for me, I've seen these men that you trust, you love, you care about, these men who have encouraged you to be who you are, who have supported you, and those men are no longer in your life anymore. So, like, does that affect, do you hold new men that come into your life? Like, now you have a responsibility to fill this void,
No.
or do you compare them to where it's like, I was treated like this for so long, so you gotta step up to
No.
this standard.
No. I think I treat everything new and blanket, you know, meeting someone else.
Right.
I could never compare anybody to the beautiful men in my life that I've had. And I still have two very important male figures in my life that have played a huge part in raising me. Um, Mark Roman Black um, and Curtis. They both have been huge in my life. Curtis is both of them are my dads. But I lost my dad in 2021. Right after that, I lost my ex,
Okay.
Japan. He died um, Christmas morning,
Oh wow.
and then and then I lost Shugahbear, which was probably the hardest loss I've ever experienced.
Shugahbear was?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Max, what was it? Why him instead of the other people? Like your dad over Shugahbear in a sense?
my mom is my dad's soulmate,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And yes, he was my dad. He raised me, and I'm still pushing through that grief. Um, Um, and I love my dad, and but that's a different connection. And the connection I received with Shugahbear was affirming. Since day one, he he was kind of the man in my life that taught me how I should be treated as a woman. You know, he was one of the first men to respect me as a woman and treat me how I was supposed to be treated. And we became best friends. And we danced together. And he had my back.
Some of my favorite performances from both
Yeah,
of y'all are
yeah,
together.
yeah.
Like,
And he supported me like no other man in my life. He was my biggest cheerleader. And it was very unexpected losing him.
absolutely.
And
Do you feel like you wish they could? You know how there are certain people in our life who they get first dibs on everything. Like even when I make certain content, I call my best friend first. Like, look at this 1st. So like them kind of not being a part of this album, does that play a different part in you? Like you feel like I wish that this person could hear this or
oh
get approval from
yeah,
this person for this.
my dad is my dad and Shugahbear both are the reason why I moved back to Atlanta. I had an EP in 2020, no artificial flavors, and it was more so rap. I remember my dad saying, "Well, you have a beautiful singing voice. Why don't you get back into singing? Why don't you like let the people hear you sing? Because like you can rap, but like
Right,
let the people hear you sing."
right.
I was like, "Okay, maybe we'll get into it." Um, and then I had a suicide attempt in 2020. Um,
Have you recovered from that or done the work to start recovering from that
yeah,
as far as their mental health and even grieving with the loss of your loved ones?
I think so.
Okay.
Those two people helped me with that.
Okay.
They encouraged me to move back, and then I lost my dad the next year. So
Right.
like I think losing them in a way was like I have to stay alive. Like I have to work through this. I have to make it through this. Um, yeah, I feel like I have to push through, and um, um, I have a song on the album called "I Just Need You," and in parentheses it says "Dada." So the chorus is "da da 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 da," and that's a nod to Shugahbear. The song is completely about him,
Gotcha.
and his nickname was Dada,
Gotcha. Okay.
his childhood nickname, and uh, I do wish he could hear the first song on the album and that song
Gotcha.
specifically um, are two songs that I wanted to play for him. He actually heard the beat of the first song,
Gotcha. Okay.
but I made the "I Just Need You"
After he passed on.
after he passed away. Uh, I think that has been the most challenging part about creating this album. I put a lot of emotion into this album, um, whether relationship, love, whether something that happened to me in January, that being the sole reason for the final song on my album, put a lot of my personal experiences into it. Um, yeah.
So what would you say to, I guess, what would you say to the 5-year-old you now that you know what you know today? Like, what would you tell the 5-year-old you?
Um, um, good job. Yeah,
Are you proud of you?
I am. Yeah, I would say good job. I've never gotten to be in a place where I'm celebrating my wins. I'm always on to the next thing.
Gotcha.
And even at 5 years old, I was on to the next thing.
Right.
My dad, I didn't hear good job from anybody in my life. I didn't hear, you're doing great, honey. Keep going. don't give up.
Yeah.
I didn't hear those things growing up. I just kept moving. I kept doing it. I patted myself on the back.
Right.
And um, they always say the strong, you don't worry about the strong.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I think 2020 was a testament of a year where you needed to. I think people realize like that we all need support. We
Yeah.
all need
Absolutely.
that. Yeah.
Are you confident in this album, or is it more like a
It's my first album,
yeah?
my first full length album,
Yeah.
my first vocal album.
Mhm.
Um, I'm nervous about it,
Gotcha.
but I am confident in it.
Can you handle critiques and criticism
I
about it?
sure can. It's only gonna make me grow.
Right.
It's only gonna make me better. Wrote most of the whole album myself. I
Mhm.
only had help on 2 songs. So all the writing is me, all the vocal producing is me,
Mhm.
all the things that were not in my wheelhouse,
Mhm.
I did on this album because nobody gave me the opportunity. Nobody was helping me. Nobody
Right.
was doing those things.
Any features that we can
Yes.
expect on the album?
Sammy Austin
Okay.
is super dope. He's like
Mhm.
super dope rapper. He is so slept on.
Yeah. Yes.
So amazing.
Yes.
Listen,
Yes.
can't kill my vibe. Like he going in on
Yeah.
this album.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I have a song with him. I have some features that I left off the album.
Okay.
They weren't complete in time.
I got you.
But they will be on the deluxe.
Okay.
And uh, and Justin,
Okay.
Jay Tyler.
Yes.
Jay Tyler is on the album. And he's a really dope rapper as well. He was on the Work the Body remix.
Yes.
And he's on the song called Shake It. So
Okay.
What's Up and Shake It are the two.
Okay. What do you want people to take away from this album?
I want them to dance.
Okay.
I want them to have fun. I want them to cry.
Okay.
I want them to fall in love.
Feel the thing.
Yeah. I want them to like feel,
Okay.
go through your emotions. It's an album.
So the album drops and then what? What happens then?
I don't know.
Release it and then
I'm gonna push it.
Okay.
I'm gonna push it. Music videos. Yeah, I'm gonna push it to my toughest and hardest abilities. This is my baby.
Mhm.
I have so many things in the works with it. I do want to do a live show, a concert.
Okay.
And yeah, that's the thing.
Okay, so as far as music is concerned, as far as the album is concerned, what are your top 3 favorite songs on the album?
Oh, top 3 favorite songs.
And what makes them your top 3?
Esta Noche.
Okay.
And this is in no particular order.
Okay.
Esta Noche is definitely one of my top 3 favorite songs. Because it's just different. It's different than anything I've ever recorded.
Mhm.
It feels good. Makes me want to dance. It has a Latin feel to it. Very Waiting for Tonight, J-Lo.
Yes.
Inspired. Why You Gotta Play Me. And these, Why You Gotta Play Me is very Brandy to me.
Right.
Just the beat, the placement of the background vocals, all of those things. I have so many favorites on the album.
Okay.
I would say I Just Need You.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just because it's about Shugahbear.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your most like this is fun? Like I thoroughly enjoy recording this. Which song would that be for you?
Oh, it's a song called Get Loose. Okay,
Okay.
this is this song is it's like I just need the like it's very like poppy, but like has this like soulful feel to it. Uh, it sounds way past like 90s. It's
Right.
kind of giving like 80s vibe.
Okay.
And it goes into the song called Peach Sweet. So those combined, those are
Gotcha.
a combination song, Peach Sweet and Get Loose.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's meant to go right after the other. So you
Gotcha.
cannot listen to Peach Sweet without listening to Get Loose first, okay?
Gotcha, okay.
But no, it's that it felt so good recording that and Peach Sweet.
Right.
Because Peach Sweet, I'm doing these Prince vocals,
Okay.
and it's like just things I was experimenting,
Okay.
and it was so fun. Like I think people are gonna hear Peach Sweet and be like, I love this. It's like a drag queen singing
Right,
a song.
right.
It's like it's a feel good record. Yeah.
What was the most challenging record for you to record?
There was three.
Okay.
I Just Need You.
Okay.
A song that I did not put on an album.
Okay.
Actually, it was a little dark.
Okay.
A lot of dark.
Why did we leave it off the album? Was it just like a therapy thing for you, maybe?
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna release it.
Okay.
To be honest, I talked about a lot of things.
Okay.
I talked about a person
Okay.
specifically that I think if they heard the song, we're still.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think if they heard the song, they would not. We would have to grow from that.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a very deep song. Probably one of the most challenging things I've ever written ever in my life.
Okay.
And heard in my life.
Mhm.
Like a musician putting that type of verbiage in a song.
Gotcha.
It was deep. And Goodbye to You is the final song on the album.
Okay.
Goodbye to You is very sentimental to me.
Okay.
In a way, it was like therapeutic and a release for me.
Why'd you make it last?
I don't think anything can come after that.
Okay.
Personally, I didn't want to end. I didn't want to put that deep of a song before any other music on the album.
Gotcha.
Especially given what it's referencing.
Mm-hmm.
I was trigger warning. This January, I was raped.
Okay.
And
Are you okay?
mhm.
Okay.
Right now, I'm okay.
Okay. Waves.
In life, I don't know how to answer that.
Okay.
I think it took away something from me
Okay.
that I'm trying to get back.
I think that we need to speak on things don't change overnight. I think, especially in the entertainment field, we're good for we live in the mindset of the show must go on.
Mm-hmm.
And so we don't, sometimes we equate I'm healed and I'm okay to being busy. But when the busy stops, then everything hits you in your face at one time.
Yeah.
And so I think that we need to, as a people in general, understand that like you said, you're okay today.
Yeah.
But just moving like there may be you may leave here and be pissed off, you know what I'm saying? But like being okay with letting the emotions do what they do, because I think that's the only way that you can actually heal from something or even begin to heal, because that don't happen overnight either, but you have to let the emotions.
Well, there's nuance. I also think I dealt with that in January.
Mm-hmm.
One of the only people that I told
Mm-hmm.
what happened to me during that time is gone,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And so then losing him after that,
Mm-hmm.
you know? I'm still traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
This year was a very traumatic time for me. And, you know, I think the hardest part about going through what I went through was now how I view men.
Mhm.
I think that's the hardest thing because I'm like, how do I meet someone new if I wanted to? How do I open myself up to that when a person comes behind me
Yeah.
in a club or a bar?
Yeah.
And I think this was like very telling for me. It's why I don't go out as much anymore. Um, it was a guy kind of like caressed my back, and I just snapped.
Yeah.
Like and he didn't deserve that. I mean, but don't touch people,
Yeah.
unwanted. But um, that was like a key moment for me to be like you need help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you get help, or are you trying to get help? I'm asking that because I'm aware that in entertainment, our life doesn't come with insurance. Our life doesn't come with benefits. So people don't understand that in singing, acting, dancing, drag, whatever, we're paying for whatever help we get out of pocket.
I don't think I um had a chance to do that because Shugahbear too.
Mm-hmm.
Shugahbear took priority,
Okay.
so I wasn't able to deal with
You.
me. And then my kids, like I still have to be strong for them. My relationship with them started to be affected because I did. I'm like still dealing with me, and I'm not coming around as much. And they still feel that. They still feel like, okay, well, we want you to come to this, we want you to come to that. You don't want to come. It's not them, but like some days I can't.
Yeah. I think that is it's very important to have a conversation around mental health. I think that's very important. Um, because you can't you cannot show up correctly. You can show up all day, but show up and be present if you don't take the moment to work on yourself. And you working on yourself may not be for everybody to understand. Um, like I was in a position where I was showing up just because, and that just showing up just because there are moments that I cannot remember that even happened because I'm just showing up just because. Um, and there are people that feel like you don't ever do this, you don't ever do that. I already told you what's going on. So therefore, if you don't understand it, it's just not for you to understand it. You have to be okay with that. Like you cannot thrive and be your best self if you're not taking care of yourself. We have so many great people who have ended life because they were just showing up and not taking care of themselves. Because to the world, we're entertainers. And whatever people think that because your outfit is fully stoned, that life is great. And I think we have to stop allowing that fantasy to be real life. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to it's it's just okay. Just in general, it's just okay.
Yeah.
Like if you don't, because even for me, like taking a break from doing drag, it's like there is a fear of I'm going to be forgotten about. Or I won't book anything else. But I'm very confident that nobody else does what Tre'Varis or Princess Carter does.
Yeah.
Nobody does what Cici does. Literally, I'm not just saying that. Nobody has given me the things that Cici has given me. Like when I see you on stage, every year for Pride, you're the like that is your moment, your lane. No other out of all 20 girls that come on this stage, when Cici have her moment, that's her moment, and no other girl will be able to do that or top that ever. So even if you had to take a break, if you had to step down for 6 months, a year, whatever, three, I don't, whatever, take care of yourself. Because
I've
then you
only
can't,
I've only known in life to be the show must go on.
right.
That's all I know.
So now we have to fix that. That's what I'm saying. Like I let the show must go on, take me to a mental facility.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you have to time to fix that and change that because you're dropping an album.
Which is
Great.
my baby. And it was the things I just put my feelings into, whether they were happy, whether they were sad, whether they were a fuck you to a man, whether whatever it was,
Yeah.
it was the things that
They're
why you gotta play me, get up on you, come over.
yeah.
Those are real life things, real life stories for me that I, you know, dealt with. What's up? Honey Sweet is about someone that I love. Um, I just need you. Goodbye to you. Like these songs are a direct correlation of how I was feeling that day. And other songs that did not make the album because I just thought they were too sad. Or
Right.
I even told somebody, I was like, okay, I need to make fast songs
Right.
because this is all getting too sad
Yeah.
and too slow. I think my experiences this year changed me forever. And
For the better or
I'm just
eventually.
I'm afraid of losing Cici, Sierra.
Okay.
I'm afraid of being no longer optimistic. I'm afraid of my heart changing and me being not open to people and me being not accepting to people and me having to guard up. And
Is that because of people though? Like because of what people have done?
it's because of the hurt that I've experienced since I was that 5-year-old. And I'm like, how much of this I'm gonna keep going through? Like, how much of this do I have to keep enduring until I say enough is enough?
Yeah.
Like, how much of that do I keep surviving through?
Yeah.
Like, what more do I have to be strong through?
Yeah.
You know, that part is hard for me to think about, to comprehend, to
Do you have hopes that this album will be like a way out for you in a sense, or a way of like a start over, or a reset, or a positive note?
I think this album is the me saying I'm going to take full control over my destiny and my life and what I want to do, and I'm letting everything be in my review. Anything bad, anything sad, anything harming me be in my review.
Gotcha.
And it's only forward for me. A lot of things I plan on changing within the next 5 years. And this album is the start.
Gotcha. What do you want? What part of this album do you think that the listener will gravitate to more?
Dance.
Okay.
The dance songs.
Yeah.
I love the sad songs.
Yeah.
I love them because hell, I grew up on Mary J. Blige, Tony
Right.
Braxton, and all of the things. So like the come overs and all of those. I love those songs.
Yeah.
But I do think the songs where people can move and dance. It was very important for me to make sure I had those on the album because that's what people fell in love with me as a dancer.
Gotcha.
So all the songs have a element of
Yeah.
dance to it, even the not so happy.
Yeah. Right. So how can we, as the listeners, as your reporters, as your fans, as your friends, drag queens, male leads, drag kings, dancers, artists, actors, singers, everybody, how can we support you in this journey?
Showing up. Yeah.
Okay. What does that look like? What does showing up look like?
Just showing up to events, to saying hello, saying, giving me a hug, showing me support in that way. supporting the music, I often feel unappreciated.
Okay.
And I feel like sometimes what I've given to the city goes unnoticed. Sometimes I do. And, um, like you said, there's no other entertainer that does Cici Nicole. And I think one thing I pride myself on is giving a 100% show every show that I do. No matter how small the audience is, no matter what. I've been sick, hurt, back, went through a back issue, twisted my ankle, and I was on stage the next week, you know? Like, I've made a lot of sacrifices to entertain people, to put smiles on people's faces. And I think I just want to feel appreciated.
Yeah.
I just want to feel loved on.
Yeah.
I want to feel like I'm accepted into the room. Um, and other people may feel that I am already that,
Gotcha.
you know, but
But you need to see it or like.
yeah,
Okay.
I want to feel it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Where do you?
because
feel
words are. That sounded so sexual to me.
It your pocketbook.
Very that.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Anything else that you want to tell me or share with people right now before the album drops? By the time this comes out, the album will already be out, right?
Yes.
Okay. So once the album is dropped, what do you want to say? What do you want to? What?
I don't know. I just hope y'all enjoy the music. You know, I hope you enjoy the music. Sit with this music. Sit with it. Love it. I have so much great stuff in store.
Okay.
And this album is only the beginning.
Okay. Last question. You win an award. What is your thank you speech? You have 30 seconds. And the winner is, for best red lace big titties in the game, it is Cici Nicole.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I love you. I want to thank God. I want to thank my mother for always being there and supporting me. And thank you to anyone who's given me $1, who's tipped me, who's come to my show, who's booked me for anything. Thank you all. Anybody who has ever taught me a piece of choreo, a piece of a lyric. Thank you to the musicians who's come before me and allowed me to step into this music and take from what greatness you created. And thank you to the fans.
The fans.
Thank you to my C cups. That's what I named them. Isn't that so cute?
So what's your cup?
It's a D, but it's a D.
Okay.
But you get it. C cups.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is the thing. Everybody always compliments me.
Okay.
Everybody always wants to bring up my breasts.
Okay. Yes.
So that's the first thing people see for some reason
Okay.
now. It not used to be that. It used to be, oh, you have pretty eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a nice smile.
But
And I'll be like,
I ain't gonna hold you. They do.
Thank you.
They do come in the door first.
But they're not that big. Are they that big?
Insert a video of me like just last year.
No, okay, they have gotten bigger. But yes, and I was the.
But they're yours.
But they are all naturally mine.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
They really assume that I got my boobs done. They assume I got body work done. I'm just let y'all know right here. These are mine. Cornbread fed. Okay, hormone fed. Guess I was taking the hormones like y'all get a chicken.
Yeah.
All right. I was taking the hormones like I get a chicken.
Yes.
And they shot it up in me every month, every 2 weeks.
And here we are.
And here we are. I didn't ask for breasts. I didn't ask God for this.
So you've been like a flat titty girl? You doing okay with that?
I would have been okay with a little A cup, a little push, you know, a little
push,
B,
but
or
not
maybe a B
like-
cup, you know. I want a little titty, okay? Something for them to suck on.
Right.
But you heard it.
Yes.
You know, I would have wanted something like that. So
Yeah.
I was always a booty person. I'm like,
Okay.
I want a big booty, small waist, little
But
big
God
cup.
give you what you want.
God said, bitch. Oh, sorry,
You
God.
no, he might have.
He said, heifer, you're going to get what I gave you
Right.
now. You
give
know,
you a lot
take
of-
this. You know, but my mom has a humongous booty
Yeah.
and big titties. And I was like, oh, I'm going to have a big booty. And no, he said, you're going to have both.
I got you covered. In.
But I'm a little hippie, but not like my mama.
Oh,
My mama is
I have seen
hippie.
your mama.
My brother is hippie. And
how many siblings do you have?
I have 4.
By the same mama?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
One by different.
Okay.
Well, really.
How many siblings you
I
got?
have 3 brothers. One with my dad,
Okay.
but not with my mom.
Okay. Okay.
My mom has 4 kids.
Yes.
My dad has 2.
So technically you got 6.
My mom has 4 kids.
If
My
Johnny
dad
had
has
3
6.
apples,
My mom.
4 kids.
My mama has 4 kids.
Yes, and then your daddy got 2.
My daddy has 2.
Is this with your mama?
No.
No, so you got 6. Well, technically 5, because you're one of them.
Yes. So why you keep saying 6?
Because I forgot to include you. I was just thinking.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
5,
Don't throw me away now.
Right.
I said you
Right,
asked
okay.
me how many siblings
Okay,
I got.
5.
I said I got.
I listen.
No.
I hated school. I hated
It's
school.
5 of us in total. I have 4 siblings.
Oh, so you included yourself and your mama and your daddy.
Yes.
Okay.
I have 3 on my mama's side.
Right.
1 on my daddy's side. That's
Okay.
4. And then it's me on both sides.
Okay, so it's 5. Right. I said that. If Johnny had 3 apples. Anyway,
That's not what you
other
said.
news, the
That's
album is
not-
out right now.
The album is out right now.
How can we follow you? Where can we get the album? How can we
Yes.
keep up with you, know your whereabouts so we can show up to the thing?
Google me.
Oh, well,
I mean, it does.
Well,
You can Google me, Cici Nicole, and
Yes.
all my music will come up
Yes.
as musical artist. Yes, get into the team.
okay.
Yes. So, my music video, "Work the Body" remix, which let me put this
Yes.
down.
Wait,
Oh,
go
Lord.
ahead.
My music video, "Work the Body" with Jay Tyler, is on YouTube. Make sure y'all stream that. My album is available everywhere. So make sure y'all go cop that. I am selling hard copies as well.
Okay. Throwback.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, and I want to do vinyls.
Okay.
And everything, but they will be on demand. So
Alright.
you reach out to me. My Instagram is Cici Nicole. It's really Cici Nicole everywhere. That's Instagram. That's Facebook.
Are you
Twitter.
into Blue Sky?
Twitter, Blue Sky.
Okay. Are you on OnlyFans? Why you looked over there?
Because why would y'all ask me
I
something
mean,
like that?
Everybody do different things with that. You don't have to have sex on OnlyFans.
I am a.
Some people do makeup on OnlyFans.
I'm a virgin.
Maybe that's why. Okay. All right. Well, Cici,
And would you go out to say that's why I ain't got a man?
I know I wasn't gonna say that. Actually, I was gonna say why.
Follow me.
Okay.
I am Cici Nicole.
Yes.
Mostly everywhere.
Yes.
Snapchat, all of those
And the
things.
name of the album is.
Mosaic. Yes, it should be out right now.
Yes. And you're happy about this.
I'm happy.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And thanks for letting me do this interview with you.
Thank you.
It was cute.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to go edit my OnlyFans.